Welcome back here. Another day of the Astro Gravitational Report. I want to say thank you guys for coming. Click likes, share. Very much appreciate you the subscribe here to the channel. And I want to say thank you for the coffee. If you want to send me or buy me a coffee, it's in the channel. It's the link below. Will be gladly appreciated. All right, what is it going on today? We're gonna see some a lots of energies, a lots of things that coming in, particularly that we are talking about the moon, right? I mean, there will be not much difference than the authorities from yesterday. The sun just barely moved into Scorpio. That energies of diving deep, okay, even more deeper in the next pretty much uh, 29 days. We're going to see some that energies of the sun going and investigating, okay. But that is going to be preparing us for so much things, right? To look at it, to going deep, to understanding what we have to what develop, create. Because that energy of Scorpio, the higher octane of Scorpio, is going to be a Sag. The higher think of Sag, because Sag is just talking, 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 right? Philosophy, right? Everyone can talk. The question is who can walk. And the only thing that we are walking is Capricorn. Capricorn is all about do the work and getting in there. But the higher octane of Capricorn is what? Aquarius. To do things better, to find these innovations. We cannot just do it for certain things. We have to, when I invite, we innovating things. We inviting the other people to grow, but also what? We inviting for the consequences of the actions to be for benefits of others. So it's very crucial and important. What are we going to be doing with these energies of Scorpio? They're going to be continuing there. We're going to be, you feeling it, right? Is like going deep, deep, deep. But right now the moon is going into Sag. And as the moon is in the Sag, it is about this information overload that you look in things, you study things, you read, hopefully you read famous philosophers, hopefully you get your inspirations in that, right? It's like, okay, the things are bad, doesn't bad as they seems, but I'm missing my inspiration. I'm missing my going. I have a hard time going to bed, or I have a hard time inspire myself, and so on. I don't see the reasons. Everything is just going crazy. Well, the moon is going to be in that Sag. We're going to be seeing those energies there. She's going to be trining Saturn and Neptune and Jupiter is about that growth, right? You see, one of the things in there, particularly, those was certain books were developed back in the 1930s, okay? And before the 1930s even, there were more spiritual based books, right? In there, but they were helping of the people rebuilding their lives after the Second World War, to get off of the depressions in there, to start building the society. And now we have to go back to these moments to see what can we do to build the society better, right? And you have to find what makes you sick, the roots. And that's what the Scorpio is. And today, the moon is going to be at that particular energy. She's going to be looking at this. She's going to be synchronizing things with Saturn and Neptune, basically the learning, the teacher, Everyone is going to be kind of like looking for some teacher, looking at for okay, well, I see that I have to go back to the previous stage because what we started wasn't good, so I had to go back into the beginning. And this is what Neptune is going to do. Neptune is going to tell you, go back to the drawing board. Keep doing what you're doing, but go back to the drawing board. You have to get your what? Your mental processes in there within yourself to see the visions and the clarity, but just it's not going to be that much clarity because there is not much clarity in Pisces. It's more about dualities in there. Hi, Francisco. And looking at within that, the moon is also opposing what? To opposing Uranus. And Uranus is like, you need to go back into the earth. Okay, you need to go back in there to Taurus energies. There is something in there you're missing. I spoke about this yesterday, but the kite, there's going to be a very beautiful kite created with this, is going to give this new push because before you fixing anything, you have to feed yourself with something. And that's what it comes in, this Sagittarius energies. This is why we have the inspirations from artists, sculptors, writers, philosophers, right? Spiritual inspirations is there. All the spiritual speakers are there, including this one here, right? And this is what we are going to be seeing today. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be at Libra. Poor Libras right now. Yeah, right. A lot of things are not in balance, and as we see in it, that Venus right now is just focused only on the North Node, and she's praying out there. Okay. The moon is going to be playing a crucial role today because she's the part of the two kites they are made. And what I'm talking about, the kites right here for you guys, that's how does it look like. Okay, you see that the one kite is this big triangle with this little one right here, right? And then we have another kite that it's right in here and goes up. Okay, so those two kites, the moon is actually in there, the intuition. All of a sudden you're gonna be having like a light bulb shining on you. It's like, okay, I see the problems, I found a solution. See this problem, I found a solution. All of a sudden you're gonna figure it out. Like you get this inspirations of like chop chop, the things are gonna get, put into your mind in order. Now once the mind is in order, guess what? Do it. Well, we're gonna be waiting until the moon goes into Capricorn. So information overload is going to be coming in, and that is going to be preparation. Is like, you know what? Don't forget certain things. Why? Because tomorrow the moon, it's going to be going what? She's going to be squaring the knots again. So it's going to be going towards the North Node, but it's leaving from the south. That's mean what we have to do. We have to let it go of the past and focus into the future. But since the moon is going to be T-squaring the knots, some of us is going to be what? Skipping steps, skipping certain things, forget certain things, looking at something outside, and it's or simply being lazy, right? And this is why this energy of Sag, it is about talk the talk, but not the walk, not doing the work. The thing is inside of you today. It is like as much as you can take this information is gonna able to put the things in your life in order in a mental state. Okay, so tomorrow you can be able to, okay, I get it, I'm not gonna be able to do everything that I wanted to do, but at least I can do more than I did before. I'm not going to be like I was in the past. All right. We're gonna see this. The sun is gonna be coming out later on after 8 o'clock above the horizon. We see this energy. We've been talking so much about this G squaring of Pluto. That is a lack of the transformations of the authorities in there, your authority in there to change. And it's right now the sun is going where? Into the underworld, right? It's more shadowing energy, is more about going to a darkness, is going to downfall, right? You're maybe going to see a certain things with others. It's not going to go well, and that's going to be, it's normal, it's understandable because that's how Scorpio is. When the thing's not going well, then everything's not going well. All right? The thing is like, when the things is not going well, you to change your response when the thing's not going well, not just acting kind of based of the emotions, right? There is some other energies in there, but what controls the emotions is you, the way you think, the way you process this. So that energy is going to be changing because we're going to see that at 9 o'clock the energy is going to be calmed down a little bit. But at 10 o'clock we're going to see Mercury is going to be coming out in the event horizon up here. That is going to be more about this opposition with the universe. Is like, who put me in earth to be reborn? I'm not coming back here anymore. I don't like what the universe has here for me. Why did I had to put this in there? Why did I have to be, evolve? Why did I have to be understand all this deep stuff that other people don't, and a blah 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 and a blah 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 and a so on and so on? You're gonna learn that first of all it's your personal evolution, and the second of all is what you bring in the benefits to others by you being an example, right? Because people mirroring people, people copy people, and that's how it goes. The question is what kind of example were you going to be? All right. Moon is coming up in at 11 o'clock in the event horizon. Now all these energies of the moon that has been brewing the whole morning. Now something is going on. Either a co-worker, a friend, or someone is just gonna be coming to you, and it's gonna be like, why just not look at this movie, or why just not read this book, why just not go ahead and see this work of this psychologist, or I read that book. A lot of the people want to be good in the material world, right? How many of you read the book Think and Grow Rich, right? Yeah. Heidi Lance, thank you for coming in. So here is that cooperations in there is going to be a requirement, because when you have the cooperations in Scorpio, right, then it is the inspiration. It's Sag. Okay. So now when you get the inspirations, when you're inspired in there, you're going to be seeing it within yourself that it was all worth it. Okay. So with this moment in there, you're realizing certain things. You see that and you understand more. And the journey begins to be a lot more lighter. All right, in the next hour, this is going to be at 12 o'clock midheaven, between 11 and 12. It's going to be passing by Venus. And Venus right now is just a little bit in tough time, right? Feel like there is no love, there is no this, there is no that in there. Because you take in the love of what? What is your understanding about love, right? A phone call, how are you? How is everything go on? Is there anything I can do for you? Or do you do things because of yourself or because of your partner to come together with this togetherness, right? And now it's this kind of like a energy, because Venus is left out at Libra on her own, and the only aspect she has is what? the future. And that's how the love is. The love, it's created and a hope, but you need to have the hope, right? But if you don't have nothing to hope for it, right? Then the love, it's emerging from within. And this is what is going to help you with that inspiration. All right, 1 o'clock. The midheaven is going to be very close to the sun. Tough times, tough energies, but the divine, particularly from Uranus and Neptune, they are right now, just like, what is the right thing to do, but why you're doing the wrong things, right? And you're like, well, the wrong things you don't think I know. Because I've been programmed. I've been getting into the programming of the world. How should I live? What should I live? Everyone tells me how I should be so I can fit in the society. Everyone tells me about what I'm supposed to do by unwritten laws of the society. And here is right now the divine is telling you, do you know who you are? You always try to be somebody who you are not. Do you know who you are? And now you're going to be finding it out because you're going down deep into what? To the unknown. Unknowing yourself. Now you'll be learning your own self. Yeah, we're going to have some pretty much a 1 month of this, so get used to it. I know some people don't like it, but it is what it is. You cannot change what it is. All right. Action time is going to be at 2 o'clock. Hi, Stephanie. Glad to see you here. Action time because the inner work is going to be with Mars and the ascendant is going to be a Capricorn. A lot of people is going to be like, you know what? I'm going to get it done and start doing it. You're going to start feeling like you're doing something, you're moving something, you're getting into this, and it's like, oh my God, the job is just going flawless. You guys know these moments. After you inspired, you pumped up, fired up, super excited, right? And you start doing the work. Usually it takes you to do the same work about 30 minutes now because you're pumped up, fired up, super excited. All of a sudden, the jobs get done for 15 minutes and you manage to do some other things. And you're like, oh my God, what the heck? It's you. You were the one in there. All right? So, as I said, pay attention to the advanced energies, right? Because see, you may be born, for example, you may be born as Taurus. Let's say like you're born in the first days of Taurus, okay? When you are in your age of 30, you're learning the energies of Gemini, okay? You're learning in there. If you are born Gemini in the first degrees, then at 30 years, guess what? You are looking into a Cancer after 30 years. So whatever it's your zodiac sign, your progression is going to be coming in. It tells you who you are. So don't think about that much about it, okay? But we also, by doing it through life, we're also going into these advancements. And that's what the sun, it started from where? From Aries, and it goes all around, it goes back to Aries. And every year, it's moving around. So it can help us advance. The moon does this 28 days. God blesses our soul, right? Yeah, it is what it is. All right. We're going to see around 4 o'clock that the inner work is going to be where tomorrow the moon is going to be. We're going to have some little bit preview. That's going to be a little bit kind of like a back voice. It's going to say, don't forget about this. Don't skip that. Don't be any more like this. Face the challenges. That's what you got this pumped up, fired up. Did you see how good it is? Okay? And pay attention to these moments because he's going to be having this things particularly about it. But you're also going to have some, dualities in there within you. The dweller, okay? And the golem creature from Lord of the Rings, it's exactly the dweller. Okay, it's exactly. If you have not seen it, go on YouTube and you can find some of the videos in there when he's good and then he's very bad, right? All right. Emotion times. We're going to have some very beautiful spiritual emotions because right now in the next hour, this is going to be at 5 o'clock in there. Stephanie, I'm definitely feeling the push. Yes, everyone feels the push. Everyone feels like the universe, it puts everything into the pot and now it's stirring the pot, right? And we don't know, but the only thing we know, it's the pot, it's been stirred. We're gonna see when we start, receiving it. Hopefully, it's not a polyjuice potion. Okay, just kidding. I we are talking about that in the next hour at 5 p.m. Saturn and Neptune is gonna be at the 12th house. You see, this is the spiritual teacher from a previous lifetime who came to serve Saturn. Okay, Neptune, it is the visionary. So imagine the visionary and the teacher coming together. And they are coming here to heal the world. But they are going to be pointing to you. Are you going to heal the world? See, this could be the polyjuice potion a little bit in there of the universe. That we have to learn how to heal the past and move into this new future that we are going in. Of course, that is going to be require some healing. In the next hour at 6 p.m., we're going to see some Chiron. It's going to be start walking in the 12th house right now. And the Chiron is at what? 150 degrees with Saturn, with Lilith and Mercury. A lot of divine energies are coming with this. So the divine, it's coming and help you to guide you. It's like, stop acting like a kid. Stop acting in mature areas, right? You're looking at to what? How to make the things better into the relationships. Because that yacht pointing in there, it is pointing to where? To Scorpio. Chiron, it's pointing to Mars and Lilith in there. You to have a power to embrace your shadow. Okay, I'm bad at this, I'm admit it, but I'm willing to work on it. Yeah, I cannot do this and so on, but I admit it. I'm going to be working on it towards a better, okay? But it's about first what? Confession to your own self. And that's going to be able to heal your inner child. All right. Hi, 7 p.m. we're going to have some Uranus at the 12th house. Certain changes. Of course, after all the revelations, you do changes, right? We're going to have the inner work. The midheaven is going to be with Pluto. Transformations in order. So certain changes and transformations, those things are coming together. They are in trine. They are in a very beautiful moments, okay? So Pluto is moving direct, a very beautiful energy, and Uranus is coming back. So their energy is more like squeezing, right? It's kind of like a long shot, but they're in the proper way. They're building this synchronicity for us. And together with Saturn and Neptune, right now they are helping us to develop a new consciousness on a personal level that benefits everybody. So from inner to outer. Okay? Because they are the outer planets. And now the outer planets, it comes in to help us in the inner selves. Sure, appreciate that. Okay? You should. All right. I mean, that doesn't mean you have to go ahead and light a candle or do some meditations towards the planets. No, just appreciate the energies, guys. Just thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for providing these energies towards us. All right, big yacht. It's going to be coming in the next hour because of the ascendant that is at Gemini. All this energy, okay, is going to be focused at the sixth house. The sixth house is going to be a very large, very big in there, but we're going to see some the green light, right? You're looking for exit. Here is your exit. Okay, right there. That's Mars. That's Lilith. That's Mercury. That's the true Lilith. And here is the Moon. But that it's coming from who? Chiron and the ascendant. Guess what? You're good to yourself, you're gonna be good to others. Where are you learning this? 3-year-old? That's where you're learning it. At the daycare. Alright. Another reality is gonna be basically trying to form, but this is gonna be between the moon and the ascendant at Cancer. The moon it's right now and these divine energies in there. It's like, okay, I'm learning things so I can perform a good where? At home. Moon rules Cancer. Right? Mother. What happens when the mother learns how to be properly redone things for the family, right? Some of you wants to become a mother, you study things, now you understand. It's going to be some very beautiful divine energies that it's going to be coming particularly within this. The inner work though is going to be at Pisces. That's going to be a T-squaring the moon, and that's going to be a squaring Uranus. Sudden changes, you know. I mean, changes are good. It doesn't matter. Change is good. Stuck in a one place, holding to something, that's painful. Changes, moves you, shakes it off, certain things, bad thinking, bad situations, and so on, right? So pay attention. Somebody's maybe gonna shake you up. All right, 10 o'clock, we're going to see the ascendant with Jupiter. Jupiter is very beautiful, you know, in a certain way with all this. It's all emotions. It's in Cancer. The ascendant is going to be at Cancer. We have a lot of going on Pisces. And, of course, we have a lot of going on at Scorpio. So this is about the water. Your mental and your spiritual and your family emotions, they come in and all together. And guess what? You want to put also the intimacy on that, right? So that is how the things will be growing. But we're going to see this energies of Jupiter that it's squaring Chiron and it squares the Sun. Now the Sun, it's really squaring Pluto. A lot of people don't realizing that if they don't change, they have to come back here and change. There is no escape of evolution. People think that they do. Oh, I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about that. I'm not getting it in there. And Pluto is just like, I heard that before. But you know, when you come back, you know, after this life, you know, come back here, you know, you're gonna learn it. If you don't like it here, we'll send you another place, but you know, you're gonna learn. It's part of your evolution. That's how you're created. And you're gonna be like, what? Who said that? And so on. Is the creation. Okay? It is the creation. All right, and 11 o'clock, this particular energy can really get too hot to handle, right? You're gonna see that like how much you learn, how much you study, how much you get this, and so on and so on. And you're looking at, is it going to be worth it? It all depends of your what? Effort. But you saw today how good can it be. But you also see how the things are really not great, right? And now you have to look at what? Where to grow. And this energy of growth is going to be showing up the positive and the negative. here. That's Jupiter as the growth. We see these red lines, right? And opposing Pluto, right? We see this sun, this authority that it's square, but we see the synchronized energies as well. So, what did you do today? Did you find how to be in synchronizations with the energies, with the gravities, or you restricted yourself? Because that energy is going to be determining tomorrow. Because tomorrow the moon is just squaring the knots. And again, some people is going to be what? Making a skip step. And we know. All right, so that's what it was, the astrology report for today. I'm going to give you a heads up for tomorrow morning. As I said, tomorrow the moon is going to be at 12 degrees in the morning at 7 o'clock. Later on, she's going to be exactly square the knots, this is going to be a thing that you should be paying attention in there. I will tell you exactly what time that is as soon as she's going to come out in the event horizon. So the knots there at 15 minutes 45 seconds. At noon, the moon, it's going to be exactly at 12 minutes, 12 degrees 11 minutes. So we're going to feel it at noon, exactly at midday. What are you going to do? Are you going to be advancing to your future, or are you going to be sticking into your path in the past? It all depends on what you did today. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it. And you guys are mostly welcome. And hopefully this report is helping you to have a better life, make you a better human being, advanced human being, understanding and appreciate your soul. And that's how we make this world a better place. All right, guys. Much love. See you tomorrow.